Welcome everyone. This is the Nabila Show on Mufta Nabila Abdullah YouTube channel. Today we are having a special conversation with a Ghana international in the person of Samuel Tetteh. He's a former player of West African Football Academy, WAFA. Now he plies his trade abroad. He's played for Liffrin, he's played for Langs, where most of us saw him against Manchester United. Now he plays in the LMS. Then there was the bigger question of a young player. Why is he going to the MLS? He will be telling us all this, and then the recent times, the opportunities he's not been getting at the senior national team level. Samuel, a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us about the year 2020. How would you describe the year?
It's been a tough year on everyone. It has not been easy with the pandemic. Well, it's not been easy. There's nothing much to do these days, and I think it's really been a tough year on everyone, like I said, and I mean we have been able to pass through this year, and then we are now in the 2021, and we're still looking to fight through it, and we'll see what comes next.
How did you cope at a point where football was brought to a halt? Your key thing is football, and without football, how are you coping?
It wasn't easy. I mean, there was nothing much to do during the lockdown. We had to stay at home. Uh, we had to train by ourselves. It wasn't easy. Even to go out, there are certain times you should be going out to get your food stuff and everything. It wasn't easy. It was a whole new thing to everyone, and I would say it wasn't a great moment. No.
How did you overcome it?
Well, by um, respecting what the president or the minister had to say, to stay at home, to do what was necessary to also protect ourselves from the virus and everything. So it wasn't easy though. But then I am a kind of an indoor person, and though it was difficult, but I found it sometimes easier for me. Um, play TV games and watch movies all the time. But yeah, that was the thing I was doing during that time.
Talk to us about the journey from Wafa all the way to abroad. Tell us, how was the journey like?
It was tough. I mean, from Wafa, I mean, I joined Wafa when I was 11 years old. It has been a great journey with them. I went there as a kid, and I left there as a as a man. Yeah. So it wasn't easy. I mean, I enjoyed my time there. They they really brought me up to become who I am today. So all thanks to Wafa. I mean, I had everything there: feeding, schooling, and also good facilities to train and to become a good footballer. So it wasn't easy, and to Liffrin, I mean, it was really a great season for me there. It was really a great year for me there. And yeah, it has not been easy, but it's been great.
Tell us, how was the feeling like when you were told that you're going to Liffrin?
Um, at that time, I didn't even know that team. I've never heard of Liffrin. I mean, but uh, the idea of going to Europe to sign for a team in Europe was even great for me, because every Ghanaian player wishes to go abroad and sign a professional contract and something good, and also to develop yourself as a player, because we watch the international football. We watch them at the academy on TV, even at home. You wish to become someone in the future. So getting the opportunity to go there, it was really great. I was really excited and to join Liffrin.
Tell us your reaction when you were told you're going to Liffrin.
Well, I was very happy because um, I went to Wafa. It was then Feyenoord Feta Academy. I went there at the year 2008, and I left there 2016. So you can imagine, I was very happy. I wanted to. I mean,
You wanted to change the environment.
yeah, I wanted to change the environment. I mean, I had seen everything there. I have achieved what I wanted to achieve there, and so I think it was the time for me to leave, and I was really happy. I mean, I was really happy for me, for my family. They were also really happy for me. So it was great. It was great.
Before we talk about that move to Lefrin and then the subsequent moves all over that you've had, there are people who say that Wafa, you've got a quality to win the Ghana Premier League, but you've never done it. Why?
Yeah, I mean, it is not easy. It's not just saying we have the quality to win the Premier League. The talent is there, all right, but it's also you also have to work hard because I keep saying this: talent is not enough, and Wafa has great talents, good guys. They are really good playing, but then in the league, I feel like you have to be consistent in your away games and the home games as well. So, I mean, it is not easy at being said, but then they just have to be consistent and also work hard for it.
But would you have wished you win the Ghana Premier League with Wafa?
Yeah, of course. It was the idea or the dream, but then it didn't happen that way. I mean, it was my first season in the Premier League actually. So um, it was tough. It was tough, but that was a dream, but it didn't happen as we wanted. So it was all good.
Talk to us about Lefrin. What was the environment like? How did you settle? Um, what were some of the challenges and the success at Lefrin?
Um, the environment was really good because I mean when I first got there, the language alone was really confusing. I mean their culture, their food, but I really settled in because we had some Ghanaian players there, players I knew back in Ghana before I went there. So it was a really easy it was really easy for me to settle in Lifrin, and I mean it was a great experience. I mean, I was able to score. I mean, many goals for them, assist. I was enjoying my time there until I got injured. So, yeah.
Until you got injured and your facial expression changed. That clearly showed that was one thing you never wanted in your career.
No, I mean, no player wishes to get injured during when he is really on like on top form, or I mean no player wishes to get injured at all because you want to enjoy what you are doing, you want to enjoy playing week in week out. And during that time I had a chance to be called up to the national team. I was enjoying every bit of minutes I get. Like I said, no player wishes to get injured, but then yeah, it happened. And since this is the job we've taken to ourselves to do it, it comes with all these things. So it wasn't a great experience, or it wasn't great moment at that time, but then yeah, it happened and we are here. Yeah.
We are still having a conversation with Samuel Tetteh, a Ghana international who now plays his trade abroad, specifically in the MLS. A former player of Wafa. He's speaking to us on a variety of issues about his career. He's been talking about Wafa, how the journey was, how he joined them at the age of 11, how they could have, how it is not easy to win the Premier League, though he wish he had won it there. But now we are switching the attention to the national team because he spoke about how moving to the left wing gave him an opportunity to play in the Black Stars. And he was telling us basically how the invites came and how did you took the invite.
um, when the first invite came was we were in Congo for the All African Games. I was then with the under 23. So I think the Black Stars were gonna play a game against Congo, and some of the senior players couldn't get flights to come. So they called upon I think 5 guys from the under 23 to be part. We were just some surplus, you know, and I was part. And during that game, I think the last 5 minutes I came on and I gave an assist, that was the first game I played for the Black Stars. It was a great experience with the likes of some of the senior players like Achu, Andre Ayew, Jordan Ayew. It was a great experience.
Talk to us about the Congo bit. Who made the call to you, and what was your reaction when you were told, "Come on, you are with the under 23 for a game, and now you've been called to come and join up the Black Stars"? Who gave you the call? Who gave you the call, and what was your reaction?
I think during that time it was Avran Grant, but then the call came from the who was the coach for us, Malik
Malik Jaber?
Javel. Yeah. So he told us the news that we have to join up with the senior side, and it was really fun. We were just laughing about it, being excited. We thought, okay, just to sit on the bench is even a plus for us, But yeah.
Now the official call up came. Samuel Tetteh has been invited into the Black Stars. What was the conversation you had with Avram Grant after that game against Congo where he provided that assist and the subsequent invitation?
Well, he told me I did well because um, in that game, even in that game, I never thought I would even get a chance to play because we did it wasn't an official call up. But then after the game, when I gave an assist, he told me I did well and I should keep on doing what I do best. So when I first got my official call up and played the other games. I mean, he even came to watch some of our games in Austria, and I mean, he's always pushing me. He told me talent was not enough. I have to work hard. I shouldn't put it in the back of my mind that I'm young. I should just put everything aside, and if this is what I want to do, I should go all out and do it. Yeah.
How will you describe Avram Grant?
I think he's a great coach and great personality. I mean, I loved working with him because he was not um, only just a coach. I mean, he advises you on many things, certain things, and he was really pushing me. So I think he's a great coach and a great man.
You went to AFCON 2017 with him in Egypt. Tell us the experience of playing at the AFCON.
It was a great experience. I mean, every every player wished to play for the national team and even to go into a tournament like the African Cup. It was a great experience. Though I didn't play that much, but um, at that moment it was all about the team, not about me. I was excited to be in the team. I got some game time, though it wasn't enough, but it was it was all about the team, being in the team and being part of the team. If you were able to win it, it would have been a plus for me as well. But yeah, I think in all it was a great experience for me.
But during that tournament, do you think you should have played more? I remember that opening game against Egypt. What were the nerves like? Come on, the African Cup of Nations. You're playing against the best side in the continent, which is Egypt, which has won the tournament more than any other country. Tell us the nerves walking onto the pitch and afterwards, how was it like? And do you think you should have played more considering the performance you gave against Egypt?
Well, I felt like I should have been given more of the opportunity to play more, but like I said, there were a lot of great players also in the camp. Samajan, Andrea Yu, Christian Achu. I mean, I was young by then, but then, like I said, it wasn't about me. It was about the team. I was excited even to be in the team in the first place, to make the final squad, to go there. Um, I wanted the team to win, and though I wanted to play more, but then it was all about the team. And like I said, in all, it was really great experience for me.
Talk to me about Andre, Jordan, Asamoah Gyan, the personality they exude in the team camp. How did they bring you close? How did they encourage you? How did they frustrate you playing the national team with them?
Well, it's not easy, you know. They will push you hard because they are already there and they are even still working hard, working really hard. And I quite remember. I mean, when you watch them on TV, I mean, you see them like do things like wow, but then training with them sometimes they even do more than that. So it tells you to, you know, push harder to also become like them because when we were young we're watching them when we were growing up and playing with them. It was great, but also you have to learn from them. They will advise you on many things, and I think with them they are exceptional.
How disappointing was it to lose the semi-final against Cameroon?
It was very very disappointing, very disappointing because after the game I quite remember in the dressing room everywhere was quiet, everyone was down, nobody was talking. It wasn't a great moment during that time. Um, but yeah, you can't win it all, so we just have to look forward.
But since then, you've not had opportunities to play in the national team. Tell us, how difficult has it been for you not getting opportunities to come into national team anymore?
Um, I wouldn't say it has been difficult, though. After my injury and when I came back, I've been doing. I did well in LASK. I was of course expecting a call up, but then what people should know, what I have learned is that um, we have so many talents. There are other great players who are also playing elsewhere, who are also doing well, who are being consistent week in week out, and the coach has a plan for everyone, and he can't call, I don't know, 30 players. It's only 23, so yeah, it's not easy. Even though I'm expecting a call up, um, and I don't get it. I mean, for the first minute or a day, I get disappointed, but then it also tells you to push more harder to give the coach a headache in the next call up. So it only pushes me to work even more harder.
Have there been times you feel like, come on, this squad they've called, there's some players there I'm better than, I'm playing more minutes than, and I should have ended the call up instead?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Um I don't. I'm not someone who tries to compare myself to other people, and those players are also, they also believe they are doing well. I believe I am doing well in my club side. I believe I should get a caller, but it is down to the coach to decide that. But then I have never said to myself I'm better than this player or not. And I mean, all the other guys they call are also doing well. They are also great talent. So, and yeah, everybody is fighting to get a call up. So we just have to keep on going and we see.
Let's go back to the club level. We are still having a conversation with Samuel Tetteh. He's a Ghana international. I remember that famous goal he scored against Rwanda at the Accra Sports Stadium. That game ended 1-1. If you were at the Accra Sports Stadium to watch it, tell us about that goal. That first goal you scored for Ghana. What was the feeling like? I remember that jubilation after scoring.
It was great. I mean, uh, when you're in the national team, you wanna get the opportunity to play, and when you get that, you have to seize that moment. And it was even a plus for me to get a goal in that game, and I was so excited. I mean, after the game, the messages, the calls that were coming, it was really great. It was a great feeling for me because uh, at that time. Um, I didn't, I wasn't getting much playing time. It was just to come in sometimes and then I will not even touch the ball, and like the game will end. But that was my full debut and I was able to score, so I was really happy after the game.
Now let's go to club level. Left wing. There was a point you went to Red Bull Salzburg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to Red Bull Salzburg. Then there was Lansk. Then on the way to the MLS. Tell us the journey. Why so quick transfers? Quick. Despite that move to Lefrim being one era that the media kept talking about you. Why those moves?
I think it was all based on my performance because week in week out I was producing, I was scoring and assisting, and I mean, you can't stay in one team forever. You know, you have to establish yourself in other teams in other leagues. So if I was changing teams was because I was doing well and other teams was also monitoring me. And sometimes you also have to think about yourself. Sometimes it's not only about the money, it's about the playing time. And so yeah, I was making those moves to develop more as a player.
Let's talk about. I remember you. Um, is it Gideon Mensah? I remember Lawrence Atizigi. And then there was one other player, Majida Shimeru. And these are your mates. How was it like playing with your mates? And what conversation do you often have when you're together?
um I mean, we talk a lot, we joke a lot. I mean, like we do everything together. I mean, five Ghanaians in one team. It was amazing. And because of the language also, I mean, seeing them around, it really helped because we will talk in our language, and we were also pushing ourselves because we know where we are coming from and we know what we want. So um, it was great. We go out together, eat together. Sometimes we meet up in one apartment and then we cook and we enjoy ourselves. I mean, it was a great experience during that time. So, and also we talk on more on our performance. Sometimes when games doesn't go well, we sit and say what went wrong and what we should have done better. So it all helped. Yeah.
Talk to me about how the feeling was and the experience of playing against Manchester United.
It was a great feeling. I mean, I think by now everyone knows I'm a fan uh, of Manchester United since I was a kid. They have been the team I've been supporting, and to had a chance to play against them. Um, it was a great feeling, even though we lost 5-0. Even though we lost 5-0 in that game, but it was great standing on the same field with Bruno, Fred. I no, he was not included.
He was also injured after that.
Yeah, right. It was really great. And yeah, I mean, this is what as a footballer we wished, playing the big games. And this was one of the moments in my career I really cherish. And it was really good.
You were talking about the comments when you moved to the MLS.
Yeah, got many comments why the MLS, I'm young and all that. The MLS is not competitive and all. But what people should know is that as a player, you would want to establish yourself in other leagues, in different teams, to achieve something for yourself. So for me, it was the coach spoke to me about the club's vision, and I thought it was a good idea for me to go there and make an impact in the team, even though things didn't turn out the way I wanted. But I would say it was a great experience for me in the MLS. It is great. It is really really competitive. It is not as the comments we see. It is not competitive. The quality there is really amazing. And I mean, though I didn't make any impact on the team, I think I enjoyed my time there, and it's all a learning process for me. So I'm still learning. I'm still developing as a player. So yeah, that's what I would have to say about that.
Have you had any conversations with the Black Stars coach? What has he been telling you? AFCON 2022, do you hope to have an opportunity of being part of the team for that tournament because you were at the 2017 edition?
Yeah. So I haven't spoken to him since he became the coach. No, we haven't had any conversations. And yeah, I mean, I have been in the AFCON before in 2017, and I know how it is. I know the competition, and it's a great feeling. Every player would wish to go to that competition and even to win it. And now is the time for me to go back to the club side. Last year was really tough. I didn't do much. I feel like so this year it's even gonna be more tough for me. I have to really work harder to be consistent week in week out to produce. And we leave the rest to God and the coach to see.
Then talk to me about CK. Have you had the pleasure of watching his team's plays? What what do you think of him as a coach of the national team? Do you think probably he's the man to win the AFCON for the country?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good coach. I mean, looking at some of the games I watched, I mean, you can see the plan he has for the team, and it is too early to judge. It is too early to say he's not doing well or he's doing well. I mean, or to win the Afcon, but it's a process. We just have to trust the process. We have to trust the coach, and then we will see in the tournaments if he is really the man for the team. But for me, I think he's a great coach. He's really good, and we have to be patient for him, and then we see.
Thank you very much. Our guest today on the Nabila Show is Samuel Tetteh, a Ghana international, former Wafa player. One thing that stands tall for me during his days at Wafa was that amazing performance against Asante Kotoko. It was a pleasure speaking to Samuel Tetteh on the Nabila Show. Thanks very much for your company. This is a channel where we bring you special conversations with the people who make the news in the country and beyond. Continue to subscribe, to continue to share, and continue to just tap that notification button because there's more on this channel.